Jay-Z on the rocks, backstage here at Rockfest 2026, and I'm talking with the guy that's going to be on the drum kit later on today on the main stage, that being Arejay from
initial
Halestorm.
name. We're initial name brothers.
Yeah, we are.
2-letter names.
You like that, don't you? How you doing, by the way?
Great, man. This is awesome. This is kind of a one-off for us. We did a headliner in Nebraska yesterday, and now we're doing this. Then we're heading back home for like a month. And we're not doing a proper full-blown tour until the fall, September. So yeah, just glad to be out here, and this is going to be fun. We're going to get our festival fixed today.
It's not the first time you've been here, so you've played here before. Do you enjoy playing here?
I mean, obviously, we couldn't say no when we got the offer. We're like, hell yeah, let's go. It's such a great time. It's such a well-run festival, great stage, great everything. People are great. I mean, Wisconsin. I haven't met a Wisconsinite I didn't like.
Well, we're from Minnesota, so that's okay.
We're Minnesota.
We'll let it go.
Y'all got that Midwestern heart.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what we do. I've had a chance to talk to Joe. I've had a chance to talk to Josh, but I've never had a chance to talk to Arejay. So.
Joe is born and raised up here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So he's
yeah, and I think Josh said he had his wife maybe is from Plymouth,
Minnesota.
Or something. I think, if I remember right.
Yeah. Again, a Minnesotan that I don't dislike.
Let's talk about your recent,
you got potential too.
Thank you. A recent album and obvious Everest in that. You've got a couple songs you've been put out so far to rock radio. Can you see me in the dark, and then Like a Woman Can.
Oh, nice.
Where are we at with that? Are we still? I'm assuming there's plenty of legs on that album yet. Where are we going next with that?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of wrapped later, kind of towards the end of this year. So we still got a few more months on this album, but I'm so proud of it. It was just so fun. Dave Cobb was such a great collaborator to work with. Greg Gordon, our engineer. It was a great experience. It was very freeing. It was kind of the first time I worked with a producer that encouraged me to play more. Because, in the past, it was like, okay, it's got to be simple. It's got to be, easy to grasp. It's got to be, this kind of format in order for it to succeed. But I feel like we're at a time now in music where fans are wanting to create, or fans are craving that kind of creative, outside of the typical, song structure box. And that was what was so fun. He was just so down to mess with the song structure, mess with the parts and tempo changes. Like if you listen to a song like Fallen Star or Rain Your Blood on Me, it's all over the place. You don't know what the chorus and the verse is. So I love that stuff.
I think it's great. We were just listening to that on the way over, and actually, the Rain Your Blood on Me almost had a Metallica beginning to it, didn't it?
I mean, Dave is a big Ozzy, big kind of that era of metal guys, and but he does a lot of country and a lot of Americana, and he loves that too. But I think he was kind of stoked to work with us. He's yes, a rock band that kind of has a little bit of a feel and a kind of an origin for close to the stuff that he grew up listening to.
All right, I've got some scripted questions. Normally I don't do this, but I really wanted to do this for you, Arejay. So let's talk about, you were just mentioning the kind of the creative process. Have you ever intentionally made a drum part simpler because the song deserved less rather than more?
All the time. A lot of times I do that. I feel like for a Halestorm, I need to kind of pick and choose my moments, and it's kind of good because I feel like if you're going crazy the whole time, it loses some of the impact, and I want those really explosive moments to count, and sometimes it has to build to that. So yeah, interesting question.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Touring. What's something you've stopped caring about on tour that seemed incredibly important when you were younger?
Drinking.
All right.
Yeah. I kind of just started my journey of taking another break. Not putting pressure on myself, but I just, I'm going to be 40 next year. What I do is very athletic, and I'm trying to, kind of just really double down on that athletic mentality. I'm trying to approach touring and drumming like an Olympic athlete because I want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep burning the candle on both ends. So I have no problem giving up alcohol because I just have fun hanging with the people that I love and my crew that I love so much, and and waking up the next morning and feeling good and hitting the gym, and I really just I'm addicted to like fitness and all that. So I love it.
Seems like today's generation of artists are kind of going that way now, aren't they?
Yeah, I was really inspired by a lot of like the hardcore scene, which are like the most heaviest, most deadly, like insane, like crazy mosh pit bands, and they're all like straight edge and they all work out, and it's like it's a totally different mentality now than it was when we first started touring. So
All right.
I got out of my system in my 20s, and
Yeah,
now I'm
now
like,
you're
all
good.
right, it's time for a different way to have fun.
All right, let's talk about the band dynamics a little bit. Has the band ever unanimously agreed a song wouldn't work live and then have been completely wrong about it? And if it was, what song?
Okay, hold on. Oh, I got to think about this. If we go a little over, that's fine. Hey, can we go a little over time if we need to? Okay, let me think. You know what? Gosh, I feel like that happens all the time, but I can't think off the top of my head of it was a song that we didn't think would work live.
Yes.
And we did live.
Yes.
And it worked over really well.
Yes, and it worked, yeah.
Oh my gosh. God, I feel like that happens all the time.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a song that we weren't really stoked about. Here's a good example. I Get Off.
Okay.
You know what? I know there's so many better examples, but I'm just gonna go with that one because that was the first time that when we tracked that song, we didn't think it was gonna be a single, and everybody else was like, "That's the first single." We're like, "Really? We think it should be like It's Not You or something like that." And it ended up doing well, and then we started doing it live. And the reaction was like amazing because like everyone knew it, and we're like, ooh, we got addicted to that like everyone lighting up when we went into the song, the woo. So
it.
I think that's a good example of
Yeah. I know I'm putting you on the spot on
I know.
these questions. I'm sorry.
I'm trying not to.
I shouldn't make you think so much because you're almost 40 now.
I know. I'm almost 40, and I'm trying to be quick here.
All right, on the fan side, what's the strangest gift you've ever kept because it actually meant something to you?
Strangest gift that I kept? Somebody made me a vinyl record that had my my name of my YouTube channel. I do a fragrance channel on YouTube. I go by Dr. Magnificent.
Nice.
And they made a vinyl record with a perfume bottle and put my name on it. And so it has nothing to do with the band or anything, but I was like, that was very sweet that you took the time to make something obscure like that, you know?
Nice.
That was sweet, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, last question for you. If Halestorm had to cover an entire album, now I know you've done singles, but if you had to do an entire cover from start to finish, not just a song, which album would be the most fun to do?
Well, I'm sure the rest of my band will totally disagree with me, but I would say either Mezzanine by Massive Attack or The Day Is My Enemy by The Prodigy, because I am like such a big fan of electronic and weird stuff, and my favorite covers to do are when we like rock up pop songs. Bad Romance is a great example.
Yep.
Get Lucky by Daft Punk was amazing, was so fun. Those are the most fun ones for me because we get to like kind of give the song a whole we get to go completely 180 with it. So I think it'll be fun to do something that's really outside of the rock genre and rock it up just to kind of see if if they could still hold up as songs if they were rock songs.
Awesome. All right, I won't wreck your brain anymore because I know you're got some busy work to do tonight. I appreciate your time with me, RJ.
Thank you
As
so
always,
much.
great to meet you for the first time.
Thank you.
Been a big fan of you guys, and continued success on the way.
And I can't wait until we do a full cover album of Born This Way by Lady Gaga. We're just going to keep that Gaga train going. Here
I
we go.
like it.
Yeah,
I like that.
Have a
That's
good one.
RJ from Halestorm. I'm Jay-Z on the rocks.
Thanks for having me. Dude, awesome job, man.